Hey guys, it's Marcy with Make It Work Marcy. I want to talk to you about making your kitchen more efficient. I was inspired when I watched How Jen Does It, that YouTube channel, when she made a video about making her kitchen more efficient. And I was inspired because I thought I am in the kitchen constantly. And I don't even like to cook, so I know if you like to cook, you're in it even more than I am. So I wanted to make it more efficient so I could enjoy my time in here when I'm in here, but not have to spend too much time in the kitchen. One thing I learned was you want to create zones in your kitchen. You can do breakfast zone, lunch zone, dinner zone, or like a cooking zone, baking zone, however you want to set it up. There are lots of different options. All right, as you walk into my kitchen, you can see it's a pretty typical sized kitchen. It's a little bit smaller than most, but this kitchen is from 1950 because that's when this house was built. My husband and I bought this house about a little over a year ago, and we've redone a lot of things in it, including the kitchen, as far as like the backsplash is new and the granite countertops and all the appliances. We kept the oak cabinets because those were really nice material and really good quality. But the other things we added, there is not a pantry in the kitchen. Okay, first is breakfast, so breakfast zone, and we have coffee, of course, and then we have the toaster, obviously for toast, and then some fruit. Above that are coffee cups and to-go coffee cups and the K-cups, and then the blender for smoothies. So those are all within easy reach of the coffee pot. Then in this cabinet, my husband and my son like these breakfast bars, these little Cliff breakfast bars, and there's some tea in there too. And then bowls and plates. And over here, just some paper plates that the kids like to use, some extra napkins, and then their vitamins, and then more plates and bowls. Right here is going to be silverware, like spoons and stuff for cereal, and then the butter knives to butter the toast. These are just Ziplocs and kind of random little things like straws and tin foil. This is the kids' cereal, so they can reach it really easily. I normally wouldn't keep cereal this far down, but if the kids are going to eat it, I'm going to put it within their reach. And then I've got some crackers and juice boxes back there, and popcorn. In the next cabinet are some cups for them, and then their plates so they can make their stuff easily by themselves. And then this is just a container for chips, because I don't know about y'all, but when we have chips, the bags are laying all over the place. Even if I use these little chip clips to kind of pin them down, the bags just do not stay upright, so they're all over the place. So I stuck them all in one of these bins from Dollar Tree. All these bins are from Dollar Tree. And this is my daughter Olivia's picture. So that's the breakfast zone. It kind of continues over here because I don't have a pantry. This house wasn't built with a pantry, and so I kind of had to be creative with what I was going to do with some of the food that you would normally keep in a pantry. And so this is kind of more breakfast, but also a snack zone. You can see the kids have their, like, you know, goldfish and Cheez-Its in this one, and then cinnamon bread because they're obsessed, and then just some extra coffee mugs. And then in here, plenty of breakfast, little bites and bread, and donuts are in there that you can't really see. There are donuts. Again, really far down for the kids to be able to reach easily. And then in here are tops for my Tupperware and stuff because there's really just nowhere else to put those. There are a few extra plates and stuff for the kids in there too. And then a little Valentine's Day treat box, so there's candy in there. So this is more of like a lunch zone / cooking zone. So we've got the microwave, you know, for anything that you would need to use that for. I've got canned goods up here, soups and SpaghettiOs and stuff, and then tuna. I've got extra spices right there that I don't use a lot, but I don't want to get rid of. So I've got my extra spices there. That's kind of Jacob's stash with his salsa and chips and his snacks. He likes to keep them all in one place, so they're right there. And then up there are my baking goods. So let me show you how these work. Chocolate chips, coconut flakes. These are for pasta, obviously, so there you can do like shells and different kinds of pasta in here, but they had this really cool one for like angel hair and fettuccine and stuff, so you won't have to keep it in the box or in a Ziploc like I usually end up doing. So I've got it all stored in here, and then I've got like baking stuff in here. On this side is like peanut butter for sandwiches, kind of some random cooking stuff in here that I would use, some spice mixes and that kind of thing. And then up here is my new Instapot. Can't wait to use that. I haven't tried it yet. And then up there is it's a sandwich toaster. So when you're making a sandwich for lunch, you can toast it and make like a panini out of it. So let's start with this zone for dinner. I would have this area here that I've purposely cleared off, because trust me, I could fit more stuff on there but I tried to keep this area clear because this is going to be a prep space. When I want to like chop up vegetables or potatoes or get meat ready and stuff, I'm going to use that space. So near that, I have up here above the stove, I have my cutting board and stuff. And so I would just get that out and come over here and be able to cut everything up and get it ready. It's right next to the sink also, so that I can get all the vegetables and everything washed. And then I'm going to take it back over here to the stove, and I've got all my spices that I use right there. I can make things right here on the stove. I've got flour, flour, sugar, salt, that kind of thing. The spice I use the very most, let's be honest. It won't focus, but it's everything but the bagel seasoning, and we put this on everything, especially eggs. And then here, right next to the stove, I have like olive oil, the butter spray, which you could also use, like Pam is I think the brand name that you would use. And that's for spraying like a cookie sheet when you're gonna put something in the oven. And then little measuring containers, and then extra flour and cornmeal and everything like that up here. And then I have measuring cups here. And in this drawer, these are the spoons, like mixing spoons and a ladle and a whisk and everything, all the stuff that you're gonna use when you are about to bake something or cook something. Underneath the stove is where I keep mixing bowls for preparing food, pans that I'm going to cook the food in, and then back there in the back on that shelf, that's stuff that I don't use very often. That's why it's kind of back there and harder to reach, because I don't use it that often. And then extra bowls and stuff. And then over there these are the tops for my pots for, So this is the dinner zone. But so then the oven, self-explanatory, you're going to use that for dinner. Above it, like pots and pans and a cupcake tin. And then just extras up there. Those are our travel cups. I know those don't really go with the rest of this, but that's just where we've always kept them, so I'm just gonna leave those there. And then underneath the stove, in this drawer, I kept my cupcake tin or muffin tin, however you wanna use it, and these pans that I might use to bake things in, and then I use this pan on the stove all the time. I always use this one, so I kept it right next to the stove to make it easy access. In this little caddy that I got at Michael's, I used to store our Tupperware in here because like I said, we don't have a pantry, so I have to be kind of creative with how I store things. So I was thinking, what am I going to do with all of these Tupperwares and stuff? They're taking up so much space. And then I came up with this. I don't know how well you guys can see, but this is this kind of like, it's not a pantry, but it's this closet that, came with the house. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit creepy. Let me see if I can get you to... Yeah, you can't really see much up there. That goes up to the attic. But this is the closet where I was like, I cannot let this just sit here. I've got to use the space in here. And so what I did was, we've got this cooler that we can take on picnics and stuff, but until we use it, I can keep my Tupperware in there. And so I've got some Tupperware and storage containers in there. And of course I keep my bag here that I take to work. That's my little lunch bag. A few cleaning supplies over there and light bulbs. And then my broom and my dustpan there. And then this is where I keep on the door. And trust me, if you can use as much vertical space as possible, like hang things on doors, it really saves space. I've got aprons there. And then this is our grocery bags that we use for, as little trash bags and stuff. I hope this video helps you guys so you can get in the zone and make it work.